Hi, let us look at some more questions on AWS Solution Architect Professional Certification. Now, like I always say, this channel is to help you with cloud certifications. AWS, Azure, Google Cloud. These are the three cloud platforms that really matter. Alibaba Cloud, IBM Cloud, etc. does not matter that much because the market share is so less for those cloud platforms. If you have not yet subscribed, do so. This will help you stay tuned with the latest question sets, informations that we keep posting around certifications. Okay, so let us look at this question now. There is a first, we have to attack this certification by understanding the story. The story understanding is important. What is the story here? You are trying to copy some files to Snowball. It is slow. The copy is slow. That is the pain point. Your copy is slow. So what's happening, man? Is encrypting causing this issue or transporting them to on the network causing this issue? What is the problem? And you have to tell what changes you can make to fast track the data transfer. First option says, see, whenever I see these things and I think about, okay, you have a car, the car is a bit slow. Would you immediately buy a new car? Would you immediately do that? No, you won't buy a new car. What will you do? Will you say, okay, I won't buy a new car, but let me buy a helicopter, helicopter, helicopter? No, you won't do that. Okay, so what you then do is, okay, my car is slow. Let me do teletransportation, a kind of a technology that does not exist, a kind of a technology that does not work for transportation yet. Teletransportation. It does not work, man. So what works? You already have your car. First, tune that car. Maybe some oil problem, some transmission problem. Did you check that? No. And you are straight away going to buy a new car, a helicopter, okay, or going to Elon Musk and saying, boss, do you have teletransportation active? Don't do that. Fix your car first. If you want to read and understand more, do so. This is for option B. If you want to understand what is an adapter, option D, why is it wrong? And option C, why is it correct? Okay, now this is the next question. What are they saying here? See, there is a company, they have website, they are putting this on AWS. Their website they want to put on AWS, and they will use East and West, both the regions. They want disaster, like for disaster recovery, they want some setup. So they want to fail over as low as possible. That means the company, the failover time. That means if your primary server goes for a toss, the secondary server should become active as soon as possible. And that's how. See what happens if a prime minister who is in position dies. What happens? Will they say, okay, let's wait for a year, let's plan? Maybe Rahul Gandhi may get some more maturity. No, you don't wait for a year. You would immediately look for a backup, probably the next day itself, because the country cannot be uh, without a minister for a year. Okay, so what's happening? Fall back to primary region, fall back to the primary region should be possible without administrative action. That means you- primary gets fucked up, you go to secondary. Secondary, I mean now primary is up because it got down. People, those Indian IT engineers, they immediately go and they don't worry about their weekends. They just go and fix. the primary region without worrying for the weekends. Okay, and now the load from secondary should happen to primary. That should happen with without administrative interaction once primary services is restored. Okay, so one thing I'm seeing NoSQL database. Okay, NoSQL database I'm seeing. So NoSQL can be DynamoDB. Can it be Aurora? It cannot be Aurora. Aurora is SQL based database. So this is Aurora. This is SQL based. It works for PostgreSQL, MySQL, DSQL. What is DSQL, man? Never heard about it. If you know, put it in the comment. So DSQL is distributed SQL. बेटा तू नहीं सिखाएगा मुझे सिखाऊंगा तो मैं ही. Similarly, RDS, if you see RDS, MySQL, this is again SQL based. So this will not work. D is making use of Aurora DB. So now we have to choose between A and D. So we have eliminated B and C. So very easily we have eliminated B and C. So what is the difference between A and D? A is making use of DNS failover. D is making use of CloudFront static files and those things. See, CloudFront, etc. If you want Netflix type of application, then use it. Here, what is the problem they have told? What is the problem? Failover. They are always saying failover. Okay, they are talking about failing back. Must use failover routing policy here. Okay, this is my answer. If you want more clarity, read this, man. Option B, option C, option C. The RDS is one reason, but service catalog. Why to use it? It is not most direct or automated way to deploy stacks. Cloud formation is the most efficient way of deploying stacks. क्या डायग्राम बनाया है आपके लिए फोटो देखो रिलेशनल डेटाबेस को ठोक रहा है यहाँ पर ऑप्शन डी CloudFront with multiple origins and DynamoDB. So CloudFront with multiple origins. This is good solution for front end web tier like Netflix. DynamoDB is correct here, but this is not. So option A is our answer. Option A is our answer. Okay, the company. See, there is a company, blog post company. Okay, suppose you yourself say कि यार बहुत हो गया काम करके Infosys TCS में. I want to start my own blog post. पैरेलली आप कुछ चालू करते हो छुपके से आपका कंपनी का मालूम नहीं पड़ना चाहिए लेकिन गधा मजदूरी से सपोज टाइम लेके आपने किया सपोज ऐसा एक प्रोजेक्ट है where you don't have to work so much so you get some time and you are creating a blog post application. Okay, you have used these components and the application currently does not use API keys to authorize requests. This is the API model for getting the post details. They use get. For getting user details, they you get user details, get comments. Okay. Now what's happening is the company is saying, hey, users are actively discussing topics. Okay, that's a good thing because you created a blog and people have started using it. Now, what you have to do, you think that, okay, I want to increase the user engagement. I want to mark the comments that appear in real time. So how can I do that? So there are two things. You want to reduce comment latency, you want to improve user experience. User experience always, if you improve user experience, more users will use your platform, your blogging platform. They will use it. So that's what you want to do it. And the more users come in, the more revenue you generate, the more faster you can get out of the shuttles of TCS, Infosys, and so on. In fact, they are not shuttles. They have given so much of employment for so many people years on years. It's not a bad thing, but after say 40, 45, you will need some rest, something to work automatically or I mean, in an automatic manner. So revenue comes. or this can be your part-time, your revenue keeps coming in. Okay, so what happens? Which option will help you here? A is telling I will use Edge, optimized API, and CloudFront to cache API responses. See, when we are talking about comments, new comments keeps coming in. People are replying to their comments, so caching will not help because caching helps for reads, not for writes. Comments is like writes. People are constantly writing something. So this will not help you. This will help you with reads, not writes. So comments you are writing every time, it will not help you. B is telling, let us modify the blog application code and we will get it every 10 seconds. But in today's world, 10 seconds is also a big time. If you want to grab user attention, like if you, I have tried blogging and vlogging and etc. If you know users' attention, the moment you try to understand it, you feel the entire population of this world is having ADHD. That is how you will feel. They have such less attention. Their attention span is like a miniature, not even like a kid, bad than a kid as well. Okay. So this will not work because your users will get frustrated. They will leave the platform. Okay, this is a bad thing to happen. Option D is saying let's change the concurrency limit of Lambda functions to lower the API response time. Concurrency limit. See, this option will address scaling issue, but it will not address the core requirement of delivering real-time updates. Even with faster API responses, users will still have to manually refresh or poll to see the comments, which is not. That is why option C is great. See, always remember whenever you want such applications, low latency, blogging applications, use AppSync and WebSockets. AppSync is a managed GraphQL and WebSocket, it's a communication protocol. So these two will help you with real-time stuff. Option C is your answer. If you have not subscribed, God knows what you're waiting for. We keep posting so many content are already like there are 1,000 plus videos on certification, entry level, intermediate level, advanced level certifications. No one explains like we try to decode and get to the core. So become a subscriber, become a member as well. Cloud kernel member, Cloud Ninja member. These are two membership. You can just go to my channel and join. This will help you gain access to additional content very important for certification. This brings us to the end of this part. Stay tuned. We will post many more such content. Remember this channel, it will help you with AWS, Azure Cloud, and Google Cloud certification. Even if you are not trained, we try to explain in a layman manner. Even if you are new to the IT field, or you are a fresh college graduate, or you are in college and you want to build your profile, learn some technologies and certify so that you get better chances of internships and jobs, this will help you. This channel will help you for that. Okay, so let's see you in the next